What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast No Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about those sales for Tears of the Kingdom. Now, I've been a big pusher that this game is going to sell literally insane, with its eyes closed. It doesn't really have to try all that hard, I think, to break records or to just do absolutely phenomenal. And I don't think I was the only one saying it. I don't think I was a pioneer in saying it, but boy, was I and many others that predicted it. Boy, were we right, because this game, 10 million units sold in 3 days. Now, that about matches Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I know people are kind of speculating, all right, well, Nintendo didn't say that it beat Pokemon, so does that mean that maybe it sold 10,100,000 and Scarlet and Violet sold, 10.5, let's say, right? Like, how big of a difference was it between the two? But number one, that's extremely close. And number two, I guess it doesn't matter all that much. This game selling 10 million, I think, is insane. Selling 4 million in the Americas, I believe they said, and then 2.4 or so in Japan. I mean, this game is eating really, really well. And you look at like Breath of the Wild, and I think that's at like 29 or so million. That's like the newest ish number for that thing. I don't know. I think Tears can honestly take that out extremely quick. I mean, we've seen games like Elden Ring and Hogwarts both start extremely good, and then, I mean, obviously, and every game does it. You can even look at Sony games, whatever you want to look at. They start extremely good, and then they kind of taper off. And I would expect that for Tears, but the thing is, 10 million in 3 days. Well, what about the first month, right? If you can get to 15 million, let's say, which I don't think is unreasonable, in the first month of Tears of the Kingdom, you've now guaranteed, a year later, easily 25 million. I've said before, I think this game is going to sell 20 million in 2023 with its eyes closed. That was my quote. I did actually patent that one, so we'll see if that ends up happening. I feel pretty good about that, just because you see people talking about like this is the game for the TikTok generation, which I don't know if that's a good thing literally at all. In fact, I would lean towards not so good. But I think it's a social media kind of aged game for Zelda, with all these creations and all these shares that are being done, on social media, that people are seeing. People make just the craziest creations humanly possible. I think word of mouth, even if you're not a huge Zelda fan, now you've interested people that like to create things, because at this point, Zelda, this game, Tears of the Kingdom, is nothing more than just a creation game. There's a game around it, but I think a lot of people, and you think about like just average Joes on the street, they may care. You go target kids or whatever you want to do, and they see that you can make a satellite, or they see that you can make these huge trucks. I mean, and those are like the more PG versions of things that you can make in this game. So just want to throw in my opinion there. 10 million is insane. Maybe 15 million. I want to say by the end of the month, but of course, May already halfway over. I think you could still do it, right? If Nintendo comes out and says, as of May 31st, we've sold 15 million. So you would do that in 2/3 of the month, sell 15 million. I really think that it's very, very possible, but we'll see. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.